Grandma's house, the dark secret. I never thought staying at my grandmother's house would change me forever. From the moment I walked inside, the air was thick, cold, and heavy, like the house itself was holding its breath, waiting. The walls were cracked and faded, floors bent under decades of weight, and the garden outside was overgrown with twisted branches that scraped against the windows like fingernails. Even as a child, I'd felt it, the house watching me, alive in ways I didn't understand. Now, alone, I understood why. The first night, I tried to ignore the feeling of eyes on me. I unpacked, checked on my grandmother, and went to bed early. But as the clock ticked past midnight, I heard it, the slow, deliberate creaking of footsteps in the hallway. My heart froze. The steps paused when I paused, moving again only when I dared to breathe. I turned, expecting to see something, anything, but the hallway was empty. My grandmother slept peacefully, unaware. Yet the feeling of being watched didn't fade. The next morning, I noticed a brick slightly out of place behind the fireplace. It felt wrong, almost intentional. I pulled it free and found a small hollow compartment. Inside lay a brittle, dusty leather journal. I opened it carefully, and the first page made my stomach drop. Do not open the attic after midnight. Whatever you do, do not look under the bed. I laughed at first, trying to convince myself it was a childish warning, but the handwriting was frantic, almost desperate. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every creak, sigh, and groan of the house made my nerves fray. At midnight, I felt a pull, subtle, insistent, drawing me toward the attic. My hand shook as I reached for the knob, ice cold against my skin. I turned it slowly, and the door groaned open, letting in a draft that stole my breath. The attic was a tomb of forgotten things. Furniture draped in dusty sheets, trunks stacked in corners, shadows that shifted in the dim moonlight. I stepped inside, heart racing, every nerve screaming at me to leave. And then I heard it, a whisper, soft but intimate, brushing my ear. Why are you here? I spun, but the room was empty. The silence pressed in, heavier than the air. Then came another sound, a creak from below, deliberate, slow, like something heavy moving just out of sight. My chest tightened, fear rooting me to the spot. I remembered the warning. The bed. I swallowed, knelt slowly, and lifted the edge of the blanket. At first, nothing. Then 2 glowing eyes appeared. Then 4. Then dozens. Tiny, unblinking eyes stared at me from the darkness, refusing to look away. A voice emerged from beneath the bed, low and dripping with malice. You shouldn't have come. The lights flickered violently. Shadows stretched and twisted, dancing across the walls like living creatures. I stumbled back, my legs nearly giving way. Furniture toppled, doors slammed, and the house seemed to groan in protest as I ran. I burst through the front door into the freezing night, not daring to look back. I never went inside that house again. But sometimes, even miles away, I hear it. Footsteps in empty hallways, whispers in the dark. And sometimes, late at night, I swear I feel it staring at me from the corner of my room, waiting, patient, relentless. No matter where I go, I know it's still there. And I know, one day, it might come back for me.